when I think about retirement planning, I think about it as planning for your life at home. And when I use the word home, I don't mean your physical household. When I use the word home, I mean your everyday life. Okay? How many of you know people who are busy in retirement, living happy, successful, productive lives? What are these people doing? What are they doing to keep busy? You tell me. Sorry? Volunteering. Good. What else? Gardening. Excellent. What else? Painting. Anybody else? Taking courses. They're going to A&W for coffee. Why? Because they give free refills. And they sit there for 3 hours. You know people like this? Go to A&W in the mornings. You'll see them, right? What are they doing? They're doing ordinary things. But are they happy? Are they busy? In other words, it doesn't have to be sexy. It just has to be you.
What if you're sexy?
Then you're Wayne Lee. That's what happens when you're sexy. All right. Think about it, okay? When have you all gone on big trips before? Yeah? Okay. What's the one thing most people say when they come home from a big trip? Oh, it's good to be home. No matter how great that trip was, oh, it's good to be home. And why is it good to come home?
There's no place like home.
There's no place like home. And why is there no place like home?
Home is where your heart is.
Home is where the heart is. Isn't it true? All these cliches, but isn't it true? Isn't it nice to come home and sleep in your own bed with your own pillow and your own comforters? Isn't it nice to sit on your own couch with your own remote control that you actually understand, watching your favorite TV shows? How many of you like eating out, but you get tired of eating out too much? You ever get tired of eating out too much? Yeah. And how many of you, as much as traveling is fun, get tired of this? You see, it's nice to come home. Why? Because home is predictable. Home is secure. Home is where your comforts are. Home really is a representation of your daily life. Home is your routines, isn't it? You see, if we were to step back and analyze your life, if you were to step back from your life, look at it from above, I'm willing to bet that the majority of your life is routine. It's habitual in nature. How many of you go to work the same way every single day? How many of you have 250 TV channels at home, but you watch the same 10 all the time? How many of you have a wardrobe of clothes, and no matter how big or small it is, you wear the same 3 outfits most of the time? Right? How many of you go to the same restaurants most of the time? And in fact, you order the same items off the menu most of the time. See, and it doesn't mean that you're not exciting, you don't like to try new things, because part of our life is trying new things. But how many of you have done this? You went and tried a new restaurant only to be disappointed. And when you're disappointed, what do? You go back to your favorites. Why? Because you know what to expect. It's nice to know what to expect, isn't it? So you develop these patterns and routines. How many of you in the room have found that the older you get, the more stubborn and set in ways you are, right? You have that right. You've earned that. She's pointing over him. Yeah. Yeah, that's him. Not me. Not me. No, not me. That's him, right? You see, we are all, to a certain extent, creatures of habits. I'm not saying you're not fun, you don't like to try different things once in a while. But isn't it true the older you get, the more you really like your habits and your routines and your comforts? Because you know what you want and you know what you don't like.